I'm Joelle. I'm the producer of Garlic Girlies. Today we have a compilation of every episode we've made so far of all of our garlicky recipes. Be sure to stick to the very end. I'm going to give you guys a few options and would love to hear your opinion of what we should make next. So enjoy! 50 garlic clove butter for all the garlic girlies. This is such an easy way to elevate even the simplest dishes. You just oven roast your garlic heads in some olive oil and salt at 400 degrees for about 45 minutes. Mix in chives, parsley, thyme, salt, and combine using a spoon or nature's utensils because sometimes that's the best way to guarantee that the garlic gets nice and squished and well distributed throughout the butter. You can refrigerate this wrapped in plastic or use a cute nostalgic character mold like I did and enjoy on veggies, meat, honestly, anything. I'm pretty sure I found a way to make butter better. 50 clove garlic bread for all the garlic girlies. You'll need to completely cover the cloves in olive oil, foil, and bake for about 2 hours at 250 degrees. Add half your garlic to soften butter along with fresh parsley, chives, and salt to taste. To make this extra shareable, cut the bread in a crosshatch and get ready to shove the crevices full of your buttery garlic mixture, cheese, and the remaining garlic cloves. Bake for 20 minutes at 250 degrees under loose aluminum foil, then for another 10 with no foil for this perfectly golden brown, cheesy garlic goodness. Absolutely perfect for your next dinner party. 50 garlic clove marry me chicken pasta for all the garlic girlies. You want to start by giving your garlic a good roast in the oven, smothered in olive oil and salt at 400 degrees for 45 minutes, and then move on to your chicken. Pan fry floured and seasoned chicken breast until golden brown and then remove. In the same pan, add butter to saute mushrooms, and then add chicken broth, heavy cream, sun-dried tomatoes, your roasted garlic, lots of Parmesan, red pepper flakes, and dried oregano. Simmer until it's nice and thick and add back your chicken to finish cooking. I find it easier to toss in your pasta without the chicken there, so make sure it's all coated before plating with the sliced chicken and some garnish because, you know, we're here to impress. If your marry me chicken pasta doesn't give me garlic sweats for a week, then it's a no from me. 50 garlic clove vampire dip for all the garlic girlies. We're getting spooky with fermented black garlic. You can get this at grocery stores, and Costco sells this cute single clove version. You just mash it into a gloop, and then you're gonna combine cream cheese, mayo, shredded mozzarella, Romano, Parmesan, marinated artichokes, your garlic gloop, and salt and pepper. Slap it into a baking dish and top with additional cheese before baking it uncovered until it's nice and bubbly. This dip is so flavorful and delicious, perfect for a Halloween party as long as no vampires are invited. That is, unless it's the other kind of vampire. 500 cloves of Korean pickled garlic for all the garlic girlies. It's delicious and surprisingly easy to make. I'm tossing in almost 4 pounds of garlic with equal parts water, white vinegar, and some salt. This jar's water seal lets air escape as it ferments without exploding as it sits for about a week and loses its spiciness. You can then drain the cloves and make the second brine, simmering together soy sauce, water, sugar, and rice vinegar. Let that cool to room temperature before covering your cloves to sit in the dark alone for 2 to 3 weeks, and after that you have this incredible Korean delicacy that will kick up your Korean barbecue, rice bowls, salads with so much flavor and crunch. It's even an amazing and affordable gift this holiday season, so here's 50 garlic clove stuffed focaccia for all the garlic girlies. Focaccia is shockingly easy to make, just combining warm water, yeast, and honey to bloom before adding olive oil, flour, and salt, and kneading into a nice sticky dough. It has to rise for an hour in an oiled bowl before the best part of the whole recipe. And this is where our roasted garlic comes in. You just smush it all into the dough, top with some mozzarella, and fold so that it's hidden in the center before resting. Shape and decorate your loaf to your heart's desire, and once it's out of the oven, you'll have the fluffiest bread bursting with garlicky goodness. If you want to impress your friends at the next dinner party, here's 50 clove Korean garlic cheese bread for all the garlic girlies. Start off with cream cheese, sugar, parsley, scallions, and heavy cream to make our cheesy filling and shove it in a little piping bag. It's really tedious to grate 50 cloves of garlic, so I highly recommend food processing it to make our garlic butter dip. Mix in melted butter, more parsley, and an egg. And now it's time to prep our buns.
Any soft round bun works for this.
And you want to make 3 radial slices down the middle so it opens up almost like a little flower. Pipe your filling into the rolls before drenching them in your garlic butter mixture. Top it with a little parm before baking for 10 to 15 minutes at 350. And you can garnish with a little more of the cream cheese filling and shredded scallion. These are the perfect balance of crispy and fluffy, savory and sweet. So if you want to bring a Korean cafe right into your kitchen, here's 50 garlic clove potato leek soup for all the garlic girlies. This dish truly warms your soul with rich garlicky flavor. In a deep pot with melted butter, you want to cook your leeks and potatoes seasoned with fresh thyme, salt, and pepper. Add in a dry white wine to simmer, and don't worry, the alcohol will cook off as it boils, and squeeze in your 50 cloves of roasted garlic. Combine that with chicken stock and a bay leaf, and once it's been simmering for a while, you'll want to blend until you've reached your desired consistency. I think this soup is best topped with crunchy bits like sourdough croutons, garlic chips, parmesan, chives, and black pepper, and the flavors are absolutely heavenly. I love garlic. 50 garlic clove mac and cheese for all the garlic girlies. You want to confit your 50 cloves in a nice olive oil bath at 250 degrees for about 2 hours until they get bubbly and tender. Today we're riffing off a well-loved tasty mac and cheese recipe that has more southern roots. After buttering and seasoning our mac, we added 5 different cheeses: mozzarella, provolone, smoked Gouda, feta, and cheddar. With egg and evaporated milk, a nice alternative to flour-based roux sauces. From there, toss in your garlic confit and cover the mixture with, of course, more cheese, and bake at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes until it's nicely browned and bubbly. I don't know about you, but this February, my love language is garlic. 50 garlic clove honey chicken wings for all the garlic girlies. Starting off with the marinade for our wings, you want to smash 25 of your garlic cloves with fresh ginger, scallions, oil, rice vinegar, and soy sauce. Evenly coat your wings and set them in the fridge anywhere from an hour to overnight to get all flavorful. I got this Dracula mincer for the rest of my garlic because I thought it was cute, but it was not actually that practical, so I'd recommend using a food processor. Saute your garlic in a stick of butter with ginger until soft, and then drizzle in your honey, water, soy sauce, sriracha, and thicken with a cornstarch slurry. Once that's nice and bubbly, let it cool while you coat your wings in flour, cornstarch, and salt, and then fry in small batches until nice and crispy. Toss your cooked wings in the sauce better than I did. And garnish with sesame seeds and green onion. These don't really need a dipping sauce, I just thought it looked satisfying, but they are so flavorful. Now this is gonna be the MVP of your game day spread. 50 clove garlic knots for all the garlic girlies. For this surprisingly easy party pleaser, you first mix together flour, yeast, olive oil, warm water, and salt until it's bouncy and elastic. Let the dough baby rise in some olive oil for an hour until my favorite part. And now it's time to divide the dough into 18 equal pieces to roll into logs and knot or shape into whatever your heart desires. You brush with olive oil, and while those bake, you get your 50 cloves. You want to chop these and cook in a lot of butter until it's fragrant and softened. Just be careful not to burn it. Coat your knots with that delicious butter garlic mixture, parmesan, and parsley, and make sure to toss well so your knots are evenly coated. And if you want, you can give it a second little quick bake before garnishing with more parm and parsley and enjoying. I will say you do not need to add more garlic to this. 50 garlic clove truffle fries for all the garlic girlies. I know it's much easier to buy frozen fries, but if you want that homemade satisfaction, you just cut russet potatoes into 1/4-inch batons. Dry those out on a baking sheet before frying them at 325 degrees until golden brown. And if you like your fries well done like me, you can fry one more time at 375 and let them drain and cool. Grab your 50 garlic cloves and mince them up real well before turning it into a garlic crisp by cooking them in some oil. Once they're a nice golden brown color, they're ready to strain and be tossed onto your fries, along with some truffle oil for fancy flair, Parmesan cheese, minced parsley, and salt. Toss until everything is evenly coated, and there you have your very own stadium quality 50 garlic clove potatoes au gratin for all the garlic girlies. This recipe is super simple and easy. Just combine cream cheese, heavy cream, half and half, 50 cloves of roasted garlic with Gruyere, white cheddar, and Parmesan in a blender until smooth. Slice your potatoes into about 1/8 inch rounds and salt before packing them into a greased baking dish. You want to pour on your garlic and cheese sauce, making sure it can get in between all your potato slices before topping with more Gruyere, cheddar, parm, fresh thyme, and black pepper. Bake covered in foil at 400 degrees for about 40 minutes and then uncovered for 15 to 20 minutes until it's nice and bubbly. Once it's out, let it cool a bit and garnish with chives and enjoy. That is ridiculous. Garlic, cheese, and potatoes, match made in heaven. 50 garlic clove gochujang cream cheese for all the garlic girlies. There's no better way to start your day than with some garlic, so I roasted mine in some salt and olive oil before giving it a nice rough chop. Next, take some scallions, trim them, and give them a char over high heat in a skillet. Be sure to flip them regularly to avoid completely burning them. You want to chop these up and set to the side before combining cream cheese with a tiny bit of milk. You whip it until it's nice and fluffy, and then mix in some gochujang for a bit of heat and umami. Add your scallions, garlic, red pepper, and salt, and I swear this is the ultimate spread for your morning bagel. 100 garlic clove chili crisp for all the garlic girlies. This condiment is so delicious and easy, literally anyone can make it, but there are so many different ways to enjoy it. First, spend your entire life finally mincing your garlic. Apparently rubbing your fingers on a stainless steel sink helps the smell go away, and combine your garlic with room temp oil until it bubbles and becomes crispy. Strain and keep your oil, then grab cinnamon, star anise, and Szechuan peppercorns to infuse the garlic oil with all that flavor. Grab your garlic, gochujang, salt, sugar, and black vinegar, and pour over your hot oil. Mix until well combined and it's ready to go on pretty much everything from popcorn to noodles to feta eggs. 50 clove pull apart garlic bread for all the garlic girlies. If you didn't know, this is what 50 garlic cloves looks like. You want to mince that up and mix with fresh parsley, butter, and salt. This recipe is so easy with pre-made pizza dough. You just roll it out and slather on your garlic butter. Create a checkerboard of your favorite cheeses and attempt to cut into squares straighter than mine. You want to carefully peel off your dough squares and stack them with alternating cheeses before squishing them into a loaf pan and baking at 400 degrees until golden brown and perfectly crispy. The result is a deliciously gooey, cheesy, garlicky bread that's perfect for sharing. 50 clove garlic brittle for all the garlic girlies. Our first foray into garlic sweets begins with 50 cloves of minced garlic that we fried into a crisp in some neutral oil. It gets so crunchy once it's strained. We then add chopped cashews and almonds and set aside before we make our brittle. For that, we boil sugar, corn syrup, and water until it hits 233 degrees and add butter. It'll caramelize, and once it reaches 300 degrees, you gotta work fast, mixing in the nuts and garlic and then some baking soda. It expands and gets all foamy, and that's when you pour it on a flat surface to cool into this super crunchy candy that's shockingly delicious and super satisfying to crack. The garlic is almost caramelized and crunchy, so it sort of hits that savory sweet combo that makes you want to just keep munching. It sounds crazy, I know, but you'll just have to try it for yourself. I hope you all enjoyed our compilation. Thank you so much for your support on this series, and let me know in the comments down below for our next episodes. Should we make a 50 garlic clove stuffed pizza bagel or 50 garlic clove samosas? Let me know, and I'll see y'all very soon.